Jack and Joy Harris are just one example of men and women who met at our TV station and romance bloomed. Of course, this was before human resources put a kibosh on that. Or tried to. Right here in the room are more couples who met at WTVT and later married. Let's invite two of them, and possibly my favorite, up here to the podium for a tribute to WTVT's married people. Ladies and gentlemen, Robertson and Kathy Fountain! Woo!
So good to be here. So good to be here and to see everybody. Great. What a great day. Thank you, Mike Clark. You've done an incredible job. We're so happy to be here.
We are.
And all your work. Yeah, pretty cool.
So yesterday marked our 27th wedding anniversary. And so, in addition to this beautiful woman becoming my wife, I gained a little tow-headed stepson named Grant, who was 6 years old at the time. And the sweetness in the ceremony was, and so, many of you people in this room were there, he walked his mom down the aisle. Morris Hintzman from Metropolitan Ministries presided in the ceremony, and I wanted to make sure it was okay. We both did. We got Grant's blessing to get married. So we wrote something up. Morris read it to Grant, and he said, "I do." So Grant now towers over me, but I can say that about a lot of people. He is 33 years old. He is married, and they have a beautiful 16-month-old daughter.
Sydney.
So whose name is Sydney, and her middle name is Diane, which is Kathy's middle name. And she's precious. She just started walking, I don't know, a month and a half ago, and we were the first ones to see her walk. The kids were really jealous because I got it on video. It was in our house. Anyway, so we're very blessed.
Yeah, we become those parents, grandparents. Now. We become those people. Whip out your phone. Oh, have you seen my grandchild? By the way, the reason that we are together here is because Kelly Ring and Denise White conspired to set us up on our first date. True story, right? Miss Kelly and Miss Denise got it all done. Yep.
Okay, so again, there are other married couples who met at Big 13.
So Jim Benedict, and by that I mean Peaker, of course, and his wife Mary, 48 years, you guys. Here's how they met. Mary was a model in a department store commercial being shot in Studio B, and Peaker saw her on the monitor and decided, I think you need a little personal directorial attention. So they got together. 48 years later, they live in Bliss, or actually they live in Otto, North Carolina. And Mary couldn't be here today because of work obligations, and Peaker caught a cold, so please accept our applause for your life together. Many happy years, Mary and Peaker.
Kay Long Massaro and Mike Massaro, 25 years.
Oh, boy.
Kay was on the news assignment desk while Mike towered over First News as a photographer, putting out 2 packages a day and several live shots. Kay and Mike, please stand.
Kathy Penley was married for 38 years to one of our very creative directors, Paul Koenig, who left us way too soon. So Kathy, please stand and accept our applause on behalf of you and Paul.
Two of my favorite people in the world, Lloyd Sowers and Kim Canavan. "23 years. They met when Lloyd yelled at Kim about the way she cut a piece of his video. I guess they made it up at some point. Kim and Lloyd, please stand.
Cutesy. All right, how about John and Mary Hegstrom? John was directing, and Mary worked for the Zemp advertising agency producing commercials for Publix. That's how they met. Next year, 50 years. 50 years, John and Mary. Take a bow, you guys.
Marilee Miller and Dave Rosenblatt both worked at Big 13, but in different areas, or eras actually. They still managed to get together. But we've got to mention that Dave is Salty Saul's nephew, which makes him WTVT royalty, obviously. Marilee and Dave have been married 38 years. Please stand and be recognized.
Oh, there they are, back there. Hey! Back in that corner. Stephanie Agenca Tao and Larry Tao. Yes, their romance started 25 years ago.
What are we missing?
Oh.
I'm singing. Oh,
American Gothic, isn't that what it's called? American Gothic? Yeah.
So it happened, Larry was a nightside photographer who brought his tape directly to booth number 2 so his favorite editor, Stephanie, could take first crack at that footage. She really appreciated that, thought he had a pretty good eye. Well, he had a good eye, all right, for Stephanie. They've been married 19 years. Oh my gosh, they are so creative together. If you've seen their work, their Christmas cards. She's currently news operations manager. He's a photog and special projects. Power couple of creativity. Steph and Larry, where are
Yes.
you? Woohoo!
So in 1991, Craig Davison and Christy Neer, both single at the time, but in a relationship, were working at the ABC affiliate in West Palm Beach. Christy got hired at Big 13, moved to Tampa, leaving poor Craig behind. Not really. They continued to romance, but it is a 200-mile jaunt from West Palm to Tampa, and that's not easy. So Christy lobbied our chief photographer at the time, Jim Craven, to hire the talented Craig so they could be together again. Christy was producing Lloyd Sowers' Let Lloyd Do It. I remember that vividly. That involved bungee jumping. Christy, still lobbying with Craven to hire Craig, was told it could happen if and only if Christy agreed to bungee jump wearing a mic for some B-roll. All right, get the mic to Christy. Tell us what happened then.
Okay. So Craven said, Craig, all the way down, so they couldn't use any of the audio, and hired Craig, and 13 or 14 Emmy Awards later, he's still at the station, so. And we've been together, been married 29 years.
Say 29 years? Oh, my.
Yeah, married in 1993. That's fantastic. Thank you all for being. Did we miss anyone who otherwise hooked up at the station?
Nope.
Since Craven's name was mentioned, I want to tell you, I love Jim Craven. And in 1994, he and I were sent out to LA to cover the Northridge earthquake for the better part of a week. And during that time, he was so resourceful, he taught me to open a bottle of beer with the end of a Bic lighter. That's how clever the guy was. I can't replicate it for some reason. Thank you very much. We're thrilled to be here.
A salute to all of our married couples who met at Channel 13.
Fun to see them anchoring together again, isn't it? You guys look good on a desk together, or a podium together. All right, now on to something very special. WTVT staff, known for our longevity. People come here and we stay here. We'd like to honor some of that with some applause. So if you've been at WTVT between 10 and 20 years, please stand. 10 and 20 years, the rookies. Where are the rookies that were here between 10 and 20 years? Or were? Oh, no, were counts. Oh, yeah. No, Frida, we're all were. Most of us. There you go, 10 and 20 years. 20, 21, Frank can't count, he doesn't know. Stand up both times, I don't care. Yeah, just keep standing, because next If you served your time at the station between 20 and 30 years, please stand up. There we go. I'm standing for this one. Very nice. Okay, 30 to 40, 30 to 32, 40. There we go. So, oh yeah, that's some biggies. All right, okay, now, if you served WTVT for 40 years or more, please let somebody help you stand up. Matt, Dwayne, Jill. That's amazing. That's awesome. I love it. And by the way, the three are over there talking about how we're doing it wrong. I like that joke. That was fun. All right.